Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel English Lit. Today we will do John Donne's Holy Sonnet 14, Better My Heart 3% God. This sonnet is Petrarchan in structure, comprising an octave and a sestet. Now let's mark the rhyme scheme. The rhyme scheme in octave is A-B-B-A, A-B-B-A, and the rhyme scheme in the sestet is C-D-C, D-D-D. The sonnet begins with the line, Batter my heart, the 3% God. The word batter is suggestive of a continuous knocking. This is like a request or a command or a demand or a wish. Please batter my heart. Batter means to beat up or to destroy. It means the poet is asking God, please batter me, destroy me, so that I can be a better person. The verb batter has its subject in 3% God, comprising Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. He talks to the Holy Trinity, a very important doctrine to the Christian Church. The poet wants to have the singleness of purpose to bind himself in an abiding relationship with God. John Donne is perhaps the first intensely English religious poet. It is because he expresses his mind not simply of a Christian as such, but the conflicts and longings of a troubled soul. The conflict rages in his mind between body and soul, and has a magnificent articulation in this poem. His heart is sought to be battered because it is deprived or lacking of tenderness. In the second line, as yet but knock, breathe, shine, and seek to mend, he is criticizing God by saying, up to now you have been knocking, breathing, and shining on me. Now you need to be more forceful. He wants God to be more forceful, and therefore he says, batter my heart. The word mend in the second line suggests that something has went wrong in the poet's life and requires an urgent repair. He is begging to God desperately to overthrow him, for he has done something wrong and his self needs a transmutation. He wants to be destroyed so that he can be renewed as a spiritual being. He wants to be broken, blown, and burned if necessary. You can also mark alliteration of B in the fourth line, break, blow, and burn. In the next two lines, the poet is like an usurped town, and enemy is coming in. He is going to ask for help from the outside town. He is seeking for help from another ally outside the town because this enemy is overrunning his town. So he says, labor to admit you, means I am trying hard to let you in, but this is not working. Now come to the next two lines. After the image of an usurped town, we have the image of a viceroy. The representative here is none else but reason in man. Reason means ability to think and arrive into a conclusion in a rational way. His reason has become a slave to passion. Reason should actually help me come closer to God, he says. But this reason is distancing him from God, and it has failed to resist vile passions of the poet. The poet says, his reason is captive by the enemy. His reason is too weak and has so many flaws. Now we are going into the last 6 lines, starting from yet dearly to ravish me. Yet dearly I love you. He is saying this to God, I love you, God, and I would like to be loved by you. The poet compares himself to a woman who has changed her lover and thereby broken the contract for the gratification of sexual desires. The poet says, I am married to the enemy. I am already attached to the enemy and therefore asks God to ravish him. He wants God to divorce him from his enemy. The word ravish is paradoxical in nature. The poet who imagines himself to be a woman is asking God to bring him closer to God. He says, God, please imprison me. Please put me in your prison of love so that I can be set free. So Donne's sonnet, Batter My Heart, 3% God, is a passionate and dramatic prayer for freeing himself from the shackles of temptations and distractions of life. I hope you understood the poem. Thank you.